The White House is defending a US-backed peace plan for Ukraine, saying the proposal is good for both Russia and Ukraine. Despite concerns, it mirrors several of Moscow's long-standing demands. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt told reporters, "The president supports this plan. It's a good plan for both Russia and Ukraine. We believe it should be acceptable to both sides, and we're working very hard to get it done." The controversial proposal was drafted by Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, reportedly after consultations with both Ukrainian and Russian representatives, according to US officials. The draft obtained by Axios reveals stunning concessions that would redraw Ukraine's borders and reshape its future. Ukraine would have to give up the eastern Donbas region and recognize Crimea, Luhansk, and Donetsk as parts of Russia, including territories Russia doesn't even control yet. The southern regions of Kherson and Zaporizhzhia would be frozen along the current front lines, effectively legitimizing Russian occupation. The Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant would come under IAEA supervision, with electricity split equally between both Russia and Ukraine. The plan limits Ukraine's armed forces to 600,000 personnel and permanently bars it from joining NATO, while making it eligible for EU membership. NATO troops would be prohibited from being stationed in the country, with only European fighter jets based in neighboring Poland for air cover. Ukraine would also have to agree to be a non-nuclear state, withdraw from parts of Donetsk it controls, and hold elections within 100 days. In exchange, Russia would be reintegrated into the global economy, with sanctions lifted and entry restored to the G8. Moscow would establish long-term economic cooperation with the United States in energy, mining, and artificial intelligence sectors. The proposal states Russia must agree to a legally binding non-aggression pledge and face decisive coordinated military response if it violates the ceasefire or re-enters Ukraine. Ukrainian President Zelensky met with Pentagon delegation led by US Army Secretary Daniel Driscoll, who delivered the draft plan in writing. Zelensky has insisted the agreement must protect Ukrainian sovereignty and dignity and expects to discuss proposals directly with Trump in coming days. Ukraine's government says it's willing to work with Washington on adjustments, but stresses that red lines remain, especially regarding territorial recognition. International observers warn the plan effectively amounts to capitulation by Ukraine, giving Putin nearly everything he demanded while securing minimal guarantees. The timing is politically explosive, coming after 5 years of devastating war, and as Ukrainian troops face intense Russian pressure in Donetsk. Is this a realistic path to peace, or a dangerous capitulation that rewards aggression? Do you think Ukraine should accept territorial losses for peace? Or is this plan a betrayal of Western promises? Share your view below.